is up, y'all? It's me, Tasha C, and welcome to the Tasha podcast. Shout out to my YouTube and podcast fam who have been watching and or listening to my videos and our podcast. If you're part of my YouTube fam, or you're happy to stumble upon my videos, and you're wondering, and you want to go ahead and subscribe, be part of my YouTube family, learn about this podcast, go look at the description. It should have the links of everywhere, including Speaker, where I have my podcast, and vice versa for my podcast fam. Or you stumble upon my podcast and you're about to follow and be part of the podcast fam. Like I said again, hugs and lugs. Thank you for all the support, and thank you for all the support, hugs and loves in the near future. And like I said again, the same with the podcast. Now, if you're part of my podcast and you want to know about this YouTube channel that I always talk about, go ahead and go to YouTube and you search and put tashactv and go follow me there. I have no problem with you being part of both my YouTube and podcast. If it's better yet, I endorse it. So anyway, I approve, strongly approve. Now, anyway, y'all, this is our Kings and Queens Next Door, Volume 23. This is going to be kind of a shorter one. Sorry to say that because it's already 11:05 p.m., y'all. So I wanted to put this up where I have the podcast up in advance and upload. We're going to go YouTube in midnight. This is my bonus podcast. I think it's like one day, 139 and 138. My 306 video days journey, and all this is just I made a video every day since October, my birthday of last year, and plan on doing it the same day for that. So I started I took a break off of doing like the entertainment. My other podcasts I usually do that has like usually more profanity and so forth, and other things that are random. I mean, this is still random because it's not specifically like in one area Black History facts. But, I decided for a while, just for a second, just to do this. Now, y'all, just a little, let me just say, like a little mini announcement. I think I'm going to go ahead and try to just do this as long as I can to continue this little series. Meaning that it's not, 9 times in 10, it's not going to end exactly on the 29th. Now, my nephew earlier, there's been a couple times he's been at my podcast listening, be in my room, and he's visiting, and he, has been a couple of times, have been recently around when I'm doing these podcasts. So he's been listening, and he knows you can still learn everything stuff for the kids, okay? So he suggested, like, well, maybe you could possibly do it every, maybe for a whole year probably, and you can do this and do this. Because, like I said, I've been thinking about doing that. And, it's not, it's just having enough material that I can continue. I'm just going to do it till the wheels fall off, or I feel, I should just stop. So 9 times 10, y'all, it will not end exactly on the 29th of this month. And then also, shout outs to my little nephew, because like I said, he wants me to continue. I'm not doing it just because he's saying it, but he's basically was trying to give me, basically like, okay, this is nice, serious, whatever, but are you going to continue? And then he just gave me his little input. So, besides him, like I said, I was thinking about, I guess I already talked about this yesterday, about possibly continuing, he wasn't here yesterday, y'all. If y'all listened to yesterday, I had my great furry nephew, which is my niece's dog, in the background. He was going roller skating with his stepmom. But, y'all, I just, like I said, I really, I'm thinking about possibly expanding it and having it last this long, I guess, until I want to, as we say, Black History. I originally got this from Farrah Gray. Follow, I think he's like a motivational speaker and guide coach on Instagram. Follow him. But I also want to add this, Black History 365 or every 4 years, 360 a year. It doesn't have to specifically be on just that day. I know I'm ranting a little bit, but like I said, sorry y'all, this is not going to be a long podcast today because it's kind of later, and it's just one of those times whereas I want to do it, but it's just like, it's one of those times like I, wish I can, get rest. So sometimes, like I said, it may be usually 20 minutes or less. So y'all, Forgive me, whatever. I may still go ahead and finish today. It depends. I'll just do one thing today, but like I said, it's not going to be that long today. Anyways, y'all, unfortunately, I have some sad news about now a legend who is now becoming, who passed away today. If y'all remember B. Smith. Now, there's a couple articles I'm going to talk about it. Okay, lifestyle. First on Shade Room. Lifestyle guru and a TV personality B. Smith passed away at 70 following a battle with Alzheimer's disease. Roommates joins us sending prayers to the family fans of former model and TV personality Barbara Smith, better known as B. Smith. Her husband, Dan Gadsby, announced late Saturday night on Facebook that she had passed away in her Long Island home following a years-long battle with Alzheimer's disease, according to at Chicago Sun-Times. B. Smith went public with her all-time diagnosis in 2014. She was 70 years old. Smith's career began in the 1970s when she modeled, but she was most known for her being a lifestyle icon, hosting the syndicated cooking and home decor series B. Smith was Style in the early 2000s. She also launched her own home collection at Bed Bath & Beyond in 2001, in addition to writing 3 home entertaining books. Our thoughts and prayers with her loved ones at this time. Ooh, her goals, but yeah, she was she was a little bit legend, but yeah, because of them, I'm also following them. Whatever you do with style. We're sad to learn that the legendary barber Elaine Smith B. Smith joined the ancestors on Saturday. She was a model, a restaurateur, and offered who blazed the trail for so many. Rest in power. Hashtag because of them. Okay. Also, here's another one. The Guru, okay. It's kind of the same thing. They also quite talked. Yeah, she actually passed away February 2nd. I apologize, y'all. Ugh, just sad. Sorry, we're okay. Also, Jazz. The Jasmine brand talked about it. It's probably some other outlets that talked about it. Also, Ebony magazine. It's the same thing. It's just the only thing they have actually a magazine that she posed for in Ebony magazine. You know how unfortunately now a lot of magazines now have reduced. I mean, yeah, it could be for recycle reasons, but magazines are not as popular like they used to be. Just like honestly, some websites aren't. But Ebony. If y'all know about like Ebony magazines, Essence and Jet magazines, and even such magazines, that are more so for, like considered African American, or African American, just black magazines, quote quote. Even Vibe, if y'all remember that one. Also, like magazines like Sister to Sister. I don't know. Sort you could say as well. Triple XL. I mean, I know they still have the freshman thing. I think the freshman of the year. That have been doing. I think about 10 years now. So, but Ebony and like Jet magazine and Essence, they were part of that as well. As far as having these magazines that were more so, like you could say like the, quote quote. I'm not gonna say just like completely just section to only black, black people, but also was one, but it was short lived. I think it was a magazine called Honey that was under Vibe. I only had one as well, y'all, but yeah, there's still magazines out, but we all know, like I said, magazines not used to be. But just in case, I was just telling y'all a little bit about some of the gems we had when it came to like, you could say still in the literature, because they did have certain articles that were interesting as well. But just in case some people who never even heard about these magazines, that's what I want to talk about. Okay. Now, every magazine, it is with great sadness that we share that we share with the family that famed model, restaurateur, and entrepreneur B. Smith has passed away. Announced by her family on Facebook, Barbara Elaine Smith, actually was born August 24, 1949, and passed away February 22nd, 2020, died peacefully at home. She suffered from Alzheimer's. Among the many trailblazing models Emily featured on this cover, Smith stunned this cover from April 1983. Okay, y'all. Oh, alright. Now, speaking of that, like I said, let's go to real quick. Oh no. No. Oh my gosh. I have to stop this. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Oh, sorry, y'all. I was trying to click on something to take the notifications off. I was scared because the video was trying to load up, and that meant I would have accidentally cut off my podcast. Now, speaking of passing away, let's talk about today's, people's birthdays. Okay. Now, February the 23rd, 1970, actress and shout out happy birthday to her, actress and comedian Nietzsche Nash was born. So she's happy 50 young. She's 50. I like to call 50 and fly crew. Okay. So, like I said, that needs to be, like I said, happy born day to her. And, like I said, I mentioned yesterday, Black Exorcist 2, just to say real quick, is a picture. And they show pictures of, people with books during our ancestors that were during the slavery time. And they say, during slavery, the most forbidden weapon for slaves was knowledge. I can say that again. So, yeah. So, anyways, like I said, y'all, sorry this is not going to be as long. I know this is random, but Julia White. If y'all know them, for the series that I don't think got a proper ending and so forth, but it was on long, but it was because class was Family Matters. And Julia White became the breakout star because he played the awkward but lovable but clumsy, but you might say nowadays, the stalkerish Steve Urkel. And that was a character, y'all Google and look it up. But I did not know, because I'm 80s baby and stuff. I did not know that he was the voice, because I used to watch, I had the original Sonic, okay? This ain't gotta be with the gamers. But, there was when cartoons when we were kids, most of them, and, they had the Saturday morning and stuff like that, cartoons, and through the day, whatever. Back again, I ain't gonna lie, but cartoons back in the day were lit, personally, to me. Okay, so, anyways, y'all, Julia White actually played, the voice of the Sonic Hedgehog. I think they made more than one cartoon, but the original first one, Julia White, they said from Julia White, he has, we posted on his page, because I do follow him, was the original voice of Sonic in the 19th cartoon. So, I was today this old when I found this out, y'all. Oh, talk about a gem. Okay, so, also to bring up, real quick, let's celebrate Daisy Bates. This is from Back Excellent 2 as well. Daisy Bates, y'all, who walked black kids to white schools every day. History books never mention her name. Black History Month. And that's why I also want to do, because I'm still living and learning as well, and a lot of us are as far as finding more information about black history, because a lot of stuff that are history books doesn't mean that it was history. It could be a fable being passed on as history. You know what I mean? So, also today, y'all, I also found Ice Cube. Okay, y'all remember this classic? It was a good day. He's got here the second, which means February 23rd, 1993. It was a good day. That's all I have to say. Classic. Do it this day. You can jam to it. Also, too, y'all. Okay, you remember also another living legend in the singing and stuff career. Now, y'all remember, if y'all remember Soul Train, for example, and also on top of that, there were also it was a group called Shamar, the original members. Remember songs like "Get Ready Tonight," "This Ring," and stuff so forth. I think Take That to the Bank and stuff, I think was there as well. She was originally, there was a group called Shamar, was actually made by, I think, as a group through Soul Train. I had watched a song when I found more about it. But, look up the history because she was a part of the group. But then eventually she went solo. And on Jolene Wiley's page, so it's, as she says, happy 33 to my self-titled solo debut classic, Time Flies, released 33 years ago on February 23rd, 1987. Wow, yeah, that is a classic. Like I said, look it up yourself, whatever, y'all. I remember that. Okay. Also, on Black Enterprise, I want to bring this up real quick. Let me do the fake little drum roll. Black woman becomes the first doctor to cure cancer in mice using nanoparticles. I hope okay, y'all, I'll be mispronouncing. But let's go on to, what, Betty, and I'm about to follow her. Okay, yeah, she has an Instagram page. Okay, on Black Enterprise. Dr. Hada Green has become the first person to successfully cure cancer in mice using laser-activated nanoparticles. Unlike traditional cancer treatments, Green's revolutionary and unique nanoparticle technology, which was found to successfully cure cancer after testing on mice within 15 days, does not require chemotherapy, radiation, or surgery. Green received a $1.1 million grant from the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs to expand her nanoparticle cancer treatment research. It's a quick link in the bio. Oh, I pray for Tisha. Oh, yes. Just pray and put the blood of Jesus over y'all, protection, good vibes, so forth. You know. Okay. That's what I'm going to say to that, So, anyways, y'all, the last thing I'm going to talk about, y'all, I'm sorry, I'm not going to talk about the books. Like I said, it's almost going at 11:30, and I want to be able to upload this. But, okay, on Black Facts Online, they give you good information, but like I said, you got to really actually go to their website, or, write down the names, I guess, to the people, because you can't, say, copy and paste from Instagram. But today, we're celebrating another birthday today. Rodney E. Slater, former cabinet member, attorney, and state government official, was born in Marina, Arkansas on February 23rd, 1955. In 1977, Slater graduated from Eastern University. He earned a law degree in 1980 from University of Arkansas. In 1980, Slater became the Assistant Attorney General for the Litigation Division for Arkansas's Attorney General Office. From 1983 to 1987, Slater served as Arkansas Governor, Arkansas Governor's Bill Clinton's executive assistant for economic and community programs, and then as the Specialist Assistant for Community and Minority Affairs. In 1987, Clinton appointed Slater to the Arkansas Highways Commission. Slater also held other positions in the state of Arkansas, such as Director in Governmental Relations at Arkansas State University, and was a special liaison for the Martin Luther King Federal Holiday Commission. In 1993, Bill Clinton appointed Slater as Administrator of the Federal Highway Administration. Slater's effectiveness in that position cultivated him in the position of Secretary of Transportation in 1997. As Secretary, he oversaw transportation projects between the federal and state governments. So happy birthday to him as well. And like I said, you got to continue online to their website in order to get that. Okay, y'all. You know what? I ain't got enough time to be reading more of the banned books because it was about 7 left. So anyway, y'all, hugs and loves, and we made it to another week. This is the last week of February 2020. So y'all, we gonna get through it. But anyway, y'all, hugs and love, God bless, and see y'all in the next one.